Well, in actual fact, I mean, there was a fresh supply of milk in Gibraltar. All through the years, they had goat's milk, milked on demand. But my grandfather's father started the farm. It was called Joseph Mifsud, the farm was. It was only when my grandfather took it over in 1932 that it became Shorthorn Farm and was based on what is now the Shorthorn estate up in Europa. And he had been living in America with my grandmother, newly married, and they returned to Gibraltar, and he introduced pasteurization, and he actually ordered a pasteurizer from the States, and it was very much an up-to-date dairy farm, and he expanded the herd, and yes, so that was in the years between 1932 and 1940. Well, actually 1943, in fact, yes.
So what happened to it in the end?
Well, in the end, we had the outbreak of the Second World War. At that stage, he was still expanding because in the early days of the war, I think the general view was that, as occurred in the First World War, Gibraltar was going to be relatively safe and the civilian population weren't going to be evacuated. But of course, once the orders were given and evacuation took place, the farm subsisted for a couple of years, but it became quite difficult. He was trying to run it from the UK. He had a trustee here. So in the end, in 1943, that was the end. That was his demise.